How you doing, guys? Welcome back. It's LSP. It's currently Monday the 29th of March 2021. So I'm just going to do a very quick video, and I'm going to start to kind of slowly grind through these questions that I'm getting in the chat, in an effort to try and help as much as I can. As always, guys, these are just my thoughts and opinions, and obviously take it with a pinch of salt, but I'll try to offer my experience and expertise where I can. I won't mention the names of the people, and I'm going to do kind of one question per video just to keep them short and brief. Just a quick one before I continue. I'm liking the way Bitcoin's acting with Swissborg. Very muted price action today, and again, still looking for this level down here. And if I don't see this and it just rips to the upside, then hey, whippy-doo, I'm already in it anyway. Okay. But if it comes down here, that's just a perfect scenario for me personally with my own sort of trading plan and idea. Bitcoin, again, very nice response today. Daily looks very strong, 4 hour looks very strong. There was a liquidity pool here, with a box. I've removed this one now because it's been traded through. Obviously, all the numbers and the levels, I explained all of this in the previous video. We still have this level up here, which I believe we're going to be trading, to. And then I've added this one up here, up in the 60,000, which again I mentioned in the chat earlier today. I'm trying my best to kind of keep on top of things in the chat. So if you missed that, then don't worry. I was just saying that I believe price is going to end up at the 60,000, but I believe we're going to dip a little bit first. And I made a reference to this area here, okay, before it happened, and this is really important. Please don't take this the wrong way, but I think it's important. I don't like posting charts of things that have already happened and then me saying giving you guys some sort of narrative because it hit it. I try really hard to get to my phone or a computer fast enough for me to post the things that I'm seeing before they happen, so it's germane to what you're seeing. It's more impactful, and more importantly, it solidifies this false belief that it simply cannot be done, consistently. And obviously it can, which I'm hoping that you guys are going to see as we continue to do this. But I made a reference to this sort of area down here, and prices came down nicely. It responded beautifully to that, and it's come down a second time to retest this area. And then I made a reference to the 15-minute chart, same area, and I was just talking about this area down here. So if we do start to to sort of run, the ideal scenario for me is that it runs really fast, grabs some liquidity here, and then it just reverses immediately, okay, and starts to grind back up, leaving something like this in its wake, a beautiful tail like this, or a wick, that candle just there. So a nice drop, reversal, and then sort of a pop to the upside to take liquidity here and here. The other scenario, and these are the only two that I'm interested in, not the only two possible scenarios, but the only two scenarios that I'm personally interested in. Okay, that was the first one. The second one is that it kind of holds in this area, maybe a little dip, but then it just basically continues going higher, at its own pace. Yeah, so they're the two scenarios that I'm interested in on Bitcoin. But so far, very strong. Good start to the week, and we'll see how we go. So I will read, the full message that I got from this person. Again, I'm not going to, mention names of the members for obvious reasons, unless that member says it's okay that I give him a shout out. He's put, "Hey man, I know you and I do not necessarily share the same view concerning the Swissborg company, but so what? I wanted to ask you a question. Perhaps you find the time for a response." Before I go into the question, regarding sharing the same views on the company, I mean, for me, and I'll just make this really clear, okay? Any company that you invest in, regardless of how you invest in that company, is going to be a risk, okay? That's the whole point, But we take calculated risks. I believe in what the company is trying to do. I believe in the ethos of this company and the mission that they have, going forward. Yes, there's competition out there. This is healthy. That's fine. Whatever. But I filter out all the noise that is completely irrelevant to me personally. I mean, obviously, I keep a track of the news. I keep a track of things that are happening within the Swissborg community. You see things on Reddit. You see things on Facebook. I don't use, but you see things on Twitter, and some of the comments people make. within the chats and so on, and you're going to get this regardless of whichever company you're at. It makes absolutely no difference. It doesn't matter which company you use. I'm going to quickly mention Coinbase, for example. Do you know how many people that I know who use Coinbase that have problems with Coinbase all the time? And other people, seamlessly don't have any problems with Coinbase, and they absolutely love it, and they will, preach it to the moon. So it's each individual, sort of experience has to be based on their own plan and what they're trying to do going forward. Personally, like I said, I believe in this company, and I'm invested, as such, whereas other people, for whatever reason, based on their experience, they're struggling with certain things, and it kind of casts a little bit of doubt. But the reality is, the Swissborg token, for example, is not just going to keep going up in a vertical line. Yeah, these are things that we have to, understand, and be patient and wait for the releases to happen, certain things to sort of unfold throughout the months, and the company is going to continue to grow and become stronger, and I absolutely firmly believe that. Okay, so that was just something that I wanted to kind of throw in there. Now we'll get into the question. He's put, I hear, or she, could be a she, I hear mixed signals regarding day trading. Some say that they make a living with it. Others say 90% of day traders lose money. What's your perspective on that? Thanks and have a good day. So day trading. Just to answer the question of actually making a living with day trading, I know traders who do still to this day, and have for years and years and years. And I can speak for myself because I don't want to say I'm a day trader, but I look for 1 to 2 solid trades a week. On the things that I'm looking to do on my main account. And with that said, I might find that one trade in a week, or I might find the trade in a couple of weeks, for example. But I'm looking to basically take anywhere between 2 to 4 trades a month. But I'm still a day trader because I'm not holding for that period of time. The definition of day trading is to be in and out of the market in the same day. That's the classical kind of definition of day trading. So, I do it consistently. I don't want to go into my numbers because I don't publicly share my numbers, obviously. But I've done countless studies online. I've shown people my trading online. I've done random studies online. I believe they're all posted on the YouTube channel. If not, I will see if I can transfer what I had on Patreon, a couple of years ago, and see if I can throw those up. There's a random study which is brilliant that I did, where I opened sort of 70 plus trades, and I was going through a whole month of that, just to illustrate that you can literally throw a dart, at a newspaper and still make money in the marketplace. The trader is responsible, basically. That's what I was trying to get at. So it can be done, of course, 100%. The other thing is about, this kind of 90% of day traders lose money. This is something that's regurgitated in the industry, and people just pick up on it and then they just use it because they think it sounds cool. How many videos have you seen or advertisements, 90% of traders lose money, 90% of traders lose money. Do they? How do you know that? This is the first question that I ask straight away. If I hear something like that, I'd be like, okay, 90% of traders lose money. Why? Just because you said so. We have to look a little bit deeper and try to understand the mechanics. If you have 10 people in the world that are day trading, 90% of those, traders are losing money, then one person is making money and 9 people are losing money. Okay. But what if it's 2 people, for the 90%? You see what I mean? You have to look at the probability and statistics of what you're talking about. There are millions and millions of traders around the world, traders, investors, and so on. But if you're going to look at day traders, no one person can pinpoint the exact amount of day traders that are on this planet. Nobody can do that, okay? And I'm trying to kind of bring everything back down to, something simple. And this is why I'm kind of ranting a little bit, but it's really important to understand. We don't know how many day traders are on the planet, so the number 90%, as consistently as it is constantly spewed out by many, many people in the industry, in many articles, in many advertisements, in many educational series, or whatever you want to call them, it's always 90%, yeah? And I think it's just a sale salesy type of pitch kind of thing, where people just have latched on to this idea that 90% of day traders lose money. I think it's down to the individual. When I hear somebody ask me a question like that, it's because they have this doubt or fear or, kind of lack of belief or confidence that, number one, it's possible, and number two, that they can do it. Yeah. And this is just basic psychology. But if I tell you that it's possible, you might say, okay, that's great, but still not believe it and just kind of get on with your life and not really do anything with that information. But if I show you it's possible, okay, and I spend, say, 6 months with you trading every day and showing you that you can consistently make money every single day, will that change your belief, for example? Maybe, maybe not, because I've done that with a few people and they still don't believe that it's possible, because it's not about day trading. It's not about trading in general. It's not about technical analysis, fundamental analysis, regardless of whatever asset class you're trading. It's the trader. The trader's the problem. This is what needs to be fixed all the time. Yeah, the trader's the edge. I've said this many times. So, in a nutshell, is it possible? Yes. Okay. Do 90% of day traders lose money? No, I don't believe that's correct at all. I would probably say it's closer to 99.9%. Yeah. Purely based on traders not understanding the mechanics of what they're doing, and putting something solid in place and then doing that consistently and keeping it really, really simple. Yeah. But is it easy? Absolutely not. Yeah, absolutely not. That's the biggest challenge, to understand that any type of trading, regardless of whatever time frame, whether it's short term, long term, investing, intraday trading, extremely fast trading, high frequency trading, whatever you want, pick any. They're all hard and they all have their own dynamic involved, but the trader themselves has to be, has to understand what, trading means for them, and then trade according to a set of beliefs that works for them individually. Yeah, every single trader is different, basically, is what I'm trying to get at. So I'm trying to, I guess, just give general advice, because I have to be very careful, in how I respond to certain questions, because I know, if I say something in a certain way and that person takes that information and then acts on that information and ends up losing money, for example, that's something that that would upset me a lot. So, it's more important for me to just kind of give a general overview, of my opinions and experiences and thoughts, and then obviously leave that with you, as the person that was asking the question, to either follow up or say thanks a lot, just kind of, crack on. So I'm going to leave it at that, guys. I'll just say really briefly, I don't script these videos, at all. So what you hear is kind of, I'm just talking from off the top of my head and from experience. So if there's any kind of, pauses or, me trying to sort of think, or if the videos come out a little bit sort of scattered, just, I'll have to accept my apologies. But like I said, I like things to be sort of free-flowing. I'm not interested in, sort of sitting down and writing a script and trying to make the video perfect. That's not what, that's not what I like to do. So I just wanted to throw that in there. And in the meantime, I hope everybody's having an awesome day. And I will catch up with you guys in the chat at some point, and I'll try and do an update this week, or not an update, but a rundown on all of the currencies that we have here, the cryptocurrencies. The Euro USD is obviously a forex pair. I'm using this. I will be using this, to go through some teaching stuff. But that's a little bit sort of later down the line. I'm not going to discuss that now. But that's the reason why it's here. All right. So good luck, and I will catch up with you guys in the chat. Take care.